Yes, ma'am. Now I can hear you.
So first of all, don't call me ma'am, just call me Arushi. I'll be very comfortable.
Okay. My name is Sairamkumar and I'm from Andhra Pradesh, Kakinada. And I recently completed my graduation from NIT Andhra. And now currently I'm pursuing my minor degree in machine learning at IIT Roper. Parallelly, I'm preparing for my government exams uh, for the next year, upcoming year.
Are you able to manage both your studies and your preparation for government exams?
Yeah, it's quite tough, ma'am, but still, I mean, it's quite tough, but still, I'm managing it a lot, like dedicating first half of the day to the my classes and everything, and then next half of the day to the completely to bank exams and other SSC, CGL and everything.
Okay, interesting. So, like, you want to go in government only? Like, what's the reason behind that? Because I can see private sector is also doing very good nowadays. So why you're choosing government sector?
Specifically, there are two reasons, Arushi. Like, first reason is that uh, like the job security that we get in the government job and compared to the private jobs. Nowadays, we see a lot of. I mean, recently it's got minimized, but back 6 months back, there used to be a lot of layoffs happening in the companies, and every company wanted to minimize the workforce in the company. So due to that, for every the person who is even working very hard and who is putting his entire effort still doesn't have a guarantee that whether he will sustain that company or whether he will be continuing in the long term. So this type of uncertainty is there in the private companies. Whether in government sector, it's even though if at all any worst thing happens, then only your job will be going to go. I mean, will be in the stake. But otherwise, you can. It's having a job security a lot. This is the first reason. And second reason is that work-life balance. For me personally, more than money, I give importance to work-life balance because more than the physical strength, mental strength is also very important. So once we focus more on the amount of work on the company, and private companies have a lot of working culture, like not all, but some of the companies having a toxic working culture, like they till staying till 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. like at this point of time and doing the work. So this type of thing actually I'm mostly not interested in. So that's why I was aiming for the government jobs where there is a fixed time limit, where we're going to come morning at 9 a.m. or some 10 a.m. and then we'll complete the work till 6 p.m. and after that we can enjoy with the spend with the family, or we can do whatever things we wanted for like our interests. We can pursue our hobbies or interests. So this is the second reason why I opted for the government exams. Yeah.
Actually, very well explained. Uh, Somewhere I agree with you, but in government jobs, you get only one day off, like on Sunday only, right?
Mhm. Depends. I mean, in normally in banks you will get the second and fourth Saturday as a holiday, and adding to that is that in government jobs you'll get a lot of allowances. Like there is even my father is also a government employee, so basically I can relate it to a lot. My father used to get an leave travel allowance, like for specifically for they going to give that leave travel allowance for around 1 to 2 weeks, and you can spend with entire 2 weeks. You can take a leave and you can spend with the family. You can go anywhere you want. You can travel to any place. So these type of facility, and there is also some feature called Sodex coupons. Like these type of extra facilities are provided by the government for me, and these perks made me one more of the reason to choose government. Yeah.
Oh, so apparently your father is government employee. That's why you're getting the inspiration from him, and you can see the overview, like how it works.
Yeah, yeah.
In your close relatives or in your friends who is working in private sector,
Close friends working in private sector.
do you have someone who is close to you and working in private?
Yeah, actually, there are some of my relatives who are working in the private sector. Even One of my one of my family member in like one of the family member is working in the some big IT like big company. It's one of the very big company. So in that actually from that inspiration only I have pursued my electronics subject in my BTech curriculum. So most of them they're saying that in private you're going to get a lot of money and you will enjoy the life. Like you can like you if you, even though you need to work a lot, but still there is lot of return is going to be more for in the private companies. But for me, I wanted to live in the moment more than just working under this thing and just stuck in that loop cycle for working for money. And once we get some age or let's say 50 or anything, then in the life there is no point of enjoying at that time. For me personally, I believe because we can't do any type of things at that time. Like mostly our body will not cooperate at that age when compared to age like 20 to mid 20s or 30s age. So for me, I want to spend that moment itself and wanted to work at that moment itself. Like I want to manage the both. That's the way I give importance to work-life balance a lot, so that I can enjoy my things, I can pursue my interest as well as I can work towards the company or whatever the role I'm working for. Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't agree more. However, I would like to say one point that if you're working for government, if you're working in government job, if you have government job, I think you will have to you work for till 60 years and then you get retired, right?
Yeah.
Because that time.
Mm,
And if you're working in private sector, you can earn more money if you switch a job, you get more
mm,
package. And
hi. Yeah.
at age 45, 50, you can retire. I mean, it's in your hand only if you want to work more or not. You
Mm,
can retire, enjoy your life. But as you're saying that you don't want to wait till that time and you want to live in the moment, that's also fine.
hello.
Allow me a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I think I was getting a call or something. Actually, I
Mm.
have joined from the phone only.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I was saying that in private sector also you get 2 days holidays. I mean 2 days leaves. That is weekend, Saturday. So you
Yeah.
can enjoy. You work for 5 days and you enjoy 2 days. That is also work-life balance. I mean,
But
according.
yeah, your point is right, Arshil. Like normally in that also we're going to get the Saturday, Sundays as an holiday. But problem comes when we wanted to have a longer vacations. Let's say suppose if we wanted to spend with the family, even normally like typical family members will say that well, like if we're going to leave them fast, like if coming to the homeland, we're staying for 2 days and leaving so fast, it somewhat they feel emotional and we also bit feel emotional. So these type of things happen a lot. So when in government, like there will be a long, even though we get the holidays less, I mean per week compared to the private, but one thing which is advantage is that we can take paid leaves and we can have this like I said LFC, like leave travel elements like LTC, and there are a lot of medical leaves and everything. So we can we can keep a longer vacation for that point of time instead of going shorter vacations. Yeah.
Okay, but here also you can apply for leaves. You can take plan leaves. You get 30 to 40 earn leaves in a year and some sick leaves also. So you can plan accordingly. However, it's just my view because I work in
Mm.
private sector. Of course,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
take
yeah.
time and
All
I
I can say that it all depends on the company itself. I mean,
yeah,
even some private companies are very good compared to the government companies. It all matters is that which company we are landing and how is the work culture there. Like it all depends on that particular company. Few companies are very good when compared to the government these companies, and few are somewhat having toxic working culture. So all matters is the company itself. I can say. Yeah, you are also right. Yeah.
compare projects. It depends
Uh,
actually. And I think when it comes to government preparation, you need a lot of patience. I'm glad that you're doing it because not everyone can do it. I have tried it for a year or two, but there are preferences and stages in life. Like, I'm sure that you are from like very good family background or financially stable. That's why you're getting time to prepare for the government exams, and then you get a job. But there are some people who don't get that much time. They have to pursue their graduation, and they have to get a job immediately to support their family financially or to take care of them independently. So I think it's completely fine. It depends from person to person. But yeah, I'm great. I'm like happy that you are preparing for government jobs and you will do
And
something for society.
yes, normally, as you said, and even I also want to add that point that in compared to private jobs or anything like government jobs, I mean government preparation for that government exams is very uncertainty because even though we do a lot of hard work, there are sometimes luck is also one of the factor that is going to important at that time because when we are going to the exam environment, all matters is how we are focused on that questions are it because 1 year practice will decide on that particular one day. So there may be chances that few may crack it in the first attempt or second attempt, and few may unable to crack it in the even having the 4 to 5 attempts. So you can say, yeah, it's 50-50. If at all, if anyone gets a government job, then it's an because it will. I mean, more than us, it will the family will be more happy because like in Hindi, like they say, "Sarkari naukri," right? So mil gaya. So like this, there will be a lot of happiness comes in the family, especially family more than us. So, but there is chances of risk also involved in it.
And for boys, I think it's the biggest advantage to get married. You can say that I have a government job.
Yeah, yeah, it's yeah.
That's why I'm saying it's everywhere. Government job is still having a lot of value when it compares to private job because the job security is the biggest part. But people are not understanding that for government job you have to prepare a lot and the chances are very less. And
Very
in
less.
private sector you have to prepare for the interviews, but you're gonna get a job. Like, it will not take that much time. So
Definitely will
that
get the job. Yeah,
it is not taking you a lot of time to get a job in in private, and in government it takes a lot of time and patience and preparations and less chances to get a job. So of course there will be a job. You will get
yeah.
something.
A
So
lot of
yeah.
people got wasted in that due to this thing also. Like there are a lot of career gaps occur for most of the people focusing on government exams. Like because I can see even my surroundings itself. Some of my friends who are studying with me and even in intermediate or anything anywhere. So they are also pursuing a UPSC as their aim. So, but the chances of UPSC is 1%. I mean, selection ratio is very 1%. More applying and everyone will. I mean, mostly everyone is interested in UPSC exams, but the selection is very tough. So the uncertainty is more in that. Yeah.
And you need a lot of patience, focus, support from friends. So I think it's a lot.
Yeah, it's
So
yeah.
that's
Yes.
why it should of you like job security.
Yeah, even I was also thinking to try for 1 year. After that, if it doesn't, if it doesn't able to, I mean, if I am unable to ace that exam, or if I am unable to, if it is not for me cup of tea, then I will soon I'll try to switch to private and trying for another year for government. Yeah,
Prepare for, I think you can prepare for more years. Don't just skip in 1 year. You should give more time. I think you have an idea. Your father is there, so I think you have very good idea of that sector or that field. And even I have a very good friend who is in who is in a government job, and he
Mm.
prepared for almost a year, like very sincerely here with lot of got a job immediately, and now he's in a very good space actually. So I think it's a good idea, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends on how like what's the problem. Like every like in every situation it changes a lot. I mean, now currently the situation is good, but it matters. It may not be in the future. Like depends on the particular I mean, what's the situation, current situation. We need to take the decisions like whether to continue with the profession or else. Yeah,
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
yeah.
Good. So apart from your studies and your preparations, what do you do? I mean, how do you spend your time, like when you get idle time or your weekends? What do you do?
Uh, Ideal time, I actually watch a lot of podcasts related to business podcasts, and along
Now
with
this is a new turn completely. Whether it's a government job or private job, why business?
yeah. But for me, long-term goal is government job itself. But it's not wrong to learn any like, knowledge, right? I mean, it's okay to gain knowledge, but even if that knowledge can help in some another area, I mean, so I'm open to learn anything. So that's why I'm very eager to watch any podcast. Not only business, I watch related to sports. I watch related to that movies, movie podcasts, everything. Like just wanted to. One thing is that I wanted to develop the listening skills more because patiently we listen that entire podcast. Due to that, it will train ourselves to listen more when any person is speaking. So for me, it helped a lot. One thing. Second thing is knowledge will be helpful for me in any long term. If my career is switched in such a way that I am interested again in startup, then maybe I may start a startup and I will keep this job as an second backup option, and I will parallelly I will start a startup, and if it got succeed, and I will leave the job. That's I mean anywhere else like it's okay to learn some new things. So that's why I'm eager to learn. I mean, I'm very interested in listening the podcast.
Okay, so if you get a government job, I think that startup idea is very good. But if you're in private sector, I mean, it's very
Yeah,
difficult. You get tired.
yeah, yes, yes, yeah. It's very difficult to manage the time in the private sector. At that time, it's better to start a YouTube channel and upload some content. Even that is also one of the entrepreneurship. Like that is also one of the startup itself only. Yeah.
Course. But great that you have a lot of ideas and you're open to everything. You're not just stuck with the government stuff that I'm preparing. I have to get government job. It's
Mm.
great. Great. Uh, okay. So since you have mentioned that you listen to podcast, I also listen.
Mhm.
So who are your favorite people? I mean, I mostly listen to Ranbir Alabadia or Raj Shamani.
Mm.
Currently, I have just started, so I have to give some time to understand works, and then maybe I'll move to some other people. But what about you?
Uh, Actually, the podcast which I listen frequently is Raj Sharmani itself. I mean, most of the podcasts which he conducts is basically in English. I don't know about Ranveer. I didn't heard about him. I mean, heard about him, but I haven't seen the podcast. But for his channel, like I most of the podcasts are in English. So for me, I listen to the podcast. And not only the podcast, there are few channels like for me, there is a business case studies channel like Think School. So where they tell about the case study, like how the company is grown in this within these 5 years, like what's the idea, what's the decision they take in such a way that it hampered the growth of the company. Like these type of case studies they do. So I follow that channel, and only these two I mostly frequently follow. And if any random video comes in my feed automatically, like then that video, if it interests me, I will watch it. Yeah.
Like my video?
Actually, your video, actually, in last this 1 month, I was searching for a good English, like normal English conversation, like platforms or anything. So at that point of time, I came across your channel, Let's Converse. So in that, the video which for me come in the feed is with your iconic Indra, like you have done in one conversation with him, right? So that conversation had come in my feed automatically. So actually, I listen to the conversation in that normally, like you're also like open to taking sessions. I mean, sessions in sense like open to have conversations with everyone, like with strangers. So I came across your channel, and yeah.
I had the same question, like why you were preparing for government job and all. So you must be thinking that she's asking the same question to everyone.
Um, maybe, but but it's even everyone mostly answers ask the same question because government exams like there is an uncertainty a lot. So if there is any no strong motto behind preparing the government exams, it's tough to crack the government exam because if you have any zeal that I want to crack any government exam or any exam, whatever it may be, then it's very somewhat we focus 100% completely on that, then it may lead to a good result. So even if I am the suppose if I am taking any podcast, like if I am taking any conversation, even if any person is preparing for the government, I ask the same question like why do you want to prepare for government exams? And yeah,
So I,
yeah.
and actually, I didn't know that you watched the conversation with Indrajit. Otherwise, I wouldn't have asked the same questions to you. But I really wanted to know the insight, how people are thinking.
Yeah,
So that.
it's very good, ma'am, because it's very good because normally like everyone has their own perspective, right? And for him, it may be some another perspective. For me, it's some another perspective. For other, it will be different. So even the if the question is same, the answer will be different for everyone.
Yeah. And I figured out one thing actually, that there must be someone in your family who is having government job, and that gives you motivation. That's why you try to get the job. Otherwise, people like me, like my father, my mother, no one is in government. So I can't think about it actually because I can't see the perks,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
but it's good.
Yeah, there need to be some source of motivation
Yeah,
for starting anything. Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. So, do you have any question for me? I really enjoyed talking to you. I mean, we started and the time is just flowing, and I didn't even realize. But I have realized that I have to log in. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. Okay. And first of all, it's very, I mean, the conversation went in a very fruitful way. And also, one thing is that, ma'am, like you are very calm and very composed. Like you are listening, like I mean, like you're giving it time to speak to the other person. Like until unless the person completes, that after that you're starting the initiating the conversation. So one thing which I loved a lot, like in this entire conversation, and I'm happy to be part of this conversation and learned your perspective like about this private and my perspective about this government. So end of the day, like I can say, it's very fruitful conversation. And just my question is that like what's your plans for the upcoming like for your YouTube channel? Like, are you going to continue with these English conversation videos or any something new?
Okay. So, am I audible, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So first of all, thank you so much. It's the biggest compliment till date that you are saying that I'm calm and composed. Actually, I have been working very hard to be like this because I'm very impatient generally. So it takes a lot of time to be like this or to behave like this. So thank you so much. And second thing, before I forget, your name is very beautiful, like Sai Ram Kumar. It has two gods' names. So my sister kid. His name is also Sai. So it's a, and to answer your question, what are my plans for my YouTube channel? I am still figuring out, but I like having conversation with people. That's why I'm doing this. But in future, I would like to express my thoughts, my views in a separate video also. So I'm gonna record my own videos and I'm gonna upload. So that's the plan for now. Let's see how it works.
Yeah, now until till this point of time, your content is very good, and even I can see a lot of reach to the content. I mean, there is a lot of I mean, most of the audience are coming across your content a lot, and I can currently you are having a 20K followers. I mean, 20K subscribers in your YouTube. So I'm happy that, and I wish that you progress as like this and continue this good work in the longer amount of time. Yeah, and I'm happy to be. I'm excited to see your next videos.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm also looking forward to have more conversation with you because it was a very good one. I mean, I didn't expect because since you have mentioned that we are not friends, we don't know each other, but still it went so well. Let's see if we can again.
Yeah, ma'am, sure. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Don't call me ma'am, just call me Arushi, and I have a great career.
Actually, yeah, actually, it's my, I mean, you can say that it's a pillar.
Yeah, no, it's not a filler. It's very good that you respect to others. I mean, good, but not for me, please, because I feel very awkward. And when you call people with their name, I think it gives a different kind of comfort. So,
Mm, yeah, got
it,
it, got it. Yes, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. All the best for your government job, for your private job, for your business ideas. Just do well in your life.
Yeah, thank you, Harishi, and like continue this good amount of work in upcoming years, and I want to see you achieve 100K subscribers soon.
Oh, thank you so much. That's really sweet of you. I'm gonna. Let's just hope. Thank
We
you.
like one thing. I mean, just a small feedback. Like continue, like as you now you are doing this thing, right? I mean, continue with this uploading videos frequently. Easily you will achieve this 100K subscribe easily, because if we are frequent with uploading the content every day, then automatically the reach will be, YouTube will see everything. Yeah, that's it. You continue with this. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for your
Right.
feedback.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank you.
taking
Thank you.
and I'll work on it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have
Bye.
a great. Bye bye.
Bye.